Hey, what's up? It's Jose. Thanks for choosing to watch this video. If you like low skill, low thrill videos with average Jose's trying to figure out how to modify their Harley Davidson Sportster, consider subscribing to this channel and give this video a like. Also, check out some of my previous videos. If you didn't know, I just picked up this new to me 1988 Harley Davidson XLH 1200 for $3,200, which I plan to chop over the fall and winter. If you didn't watch my last video, you may have missed that because of my rush to complete the transaction, I didn't really get a chance to take this bike out for an extended ride. So in this video, I'll be sharing my first impressions and reactions to buying and riding an older used bike. So this is actually my first bike with a choke and a petcock, so I'm not really actually too sure how all of that works kind of at a more detailed level, but I do know that you need to pull the choke out. That'll help when you start to run the bike. What else? You need to make sure you have the gas on so that it doesn't die on you, and then also push the choke back in after it's warmed up. So yeah, let's see, is this thing even recording? It looks like it is. Cool. I'm gonna go out kind of on a more thorough ride because I've been out once and it was just around the block, but I want to get a feel for how the bike actually feels. Alright, bear with me. Alright, so like I said, haven't done this before, really. Pull the clutch in, choke is out. I can hear right now maybe an audible tune of it kind of sounding warm, but as I push that choke back in, I want to make sure I'm good. Yeah, see, I was gonna push it and it was gonna start to die. I see the RPMs kind of starting to go down. There, you hear a little bit. This is also my first time with a 4-speed and a chain, so I don't know what that's going to feel like, but we'll give it a go. I'm going to put it in first gear, take off, and then make a big loop. Oh, big click. That's my wife. Good spot to turn around here. Just kind of checking out the controls here. Make sure I'm good. Push the choke all the way back in. There we go. Perfect. Alright, hopefully it doesn't die on me now. Again, first time running a choke, I'm not really sure what to expect. Also, it's not the most comfortable seating position with these mids. It feels very tight and kind of crouched, which is fine, I guess, for the most part, but definitely feel the difference there. Yeah, first impression, very spongy suspension. The handlebars are kind of in a nice position in my opinion, but yeah, these feel like very natural. My arms aren't too high up or kind of being forced into any weird position. Little decel pop there. I actually don't think the windscreen is doing too much for me. I'm about 6 feet tall, and so my torso is actually kind of high, and that windscreen feels like it's pushing the air right into my face shield on my helmet, which I just dropped so that I could avoid getting that air directly into my helmet. Yeah. Brakes are almost non-existent there. Really got to pull on them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because going into second gear, you're already rolling into 30 miles an hour or so. And then second gear here, I feel like I can sit on this probably until 45, 50. Let's see, hopefully I don't kill it here. Yeah, for some reason this shifting lever already really high up, because I'm having to almost pull my thigh and hip up and back to get my foot to really engage and bring up that shifter. I actually don't know how much fuel I have left. Probably should have checked that. Might need to stop. Yeah, the seat is very interesting. It's very squishy, kind of old man seat. It actually makes me feel like I'm drooping down into the tank. What are you doing? Don't know what they're doing. Okay, that feels pretty good. That went from second to third a lot easier than from first to second. Yeah, biggest takeaways so far, just a few minutes in, a few miles down the road, is the suspension feels really squishy. The back end will kind of pop up as you hit the front. Obviously the front brake is diving in when I hit the brakes on the front end. I don't know how much meat I have left on either set of the pads, but I'm not doing any aggressive riding, so just kind of putting around, making sure that it all works. It's cool to have the speedometer and the tachometer here, so I can kind of see the revs on the bike. My 2017 doesn't have a tachometer, so I don't really know kind of where I'm at RPM wise, unless I have the Vance and Hines fuel pack running. And yeah, it's kind of a trip to see these old analog dials, kind of counting the miles and the speed for me. It's pretty cool. These grips are super fat, so my hand really feels like it's having to work a little bit harder to just kind of grip the handlebars. These controls are kind of funny. I've noticed that when I have the blinker on, like right there, I have to actually hold it down for it to light. Alright, let's drop this here. Make sure everything tracks. Yeah. Definitely a lot more torque. Right away I can feel it. I'm in second still. Alright, here we go. 50 in third. 60 in third. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is crazy. So I have a 2017 883, as you might have seen in some of my other videos, and that thing is hurting when I get up to speed right away. You're really kind of pushing the bike to do more than it wants to. But with this one, I'm at 65 and it feels stable as, I mean, as hell. I really am not concerned about speed wobble. I think the windshield might have something to do with that. I'm not getting air in my chest, mostly at the top of my helmet. I feel like I'm cruising at 60, super comfy. If I really wanted to drop a gear into third, I probably could, but I'm not chancing it right now. Everything feels solid. No, wow, this 1200 is legit. Yeah, the guy told me he added brand new tires just right before he listed the bike, a new battery, and then got some of the service done with the oil change. So I'm hoping that's all true. And I want to take it out to get a first impression, first ride. Really all I'm feeling kind of right now is more or less my hips, because I feel so cramped on the bike, and like I mentioned, the seat's really pushing me down into the tank, and so I feel like I'm got the knees really high up. It definitely has a classic Harley look and feel to it. I think a lot of old dudes are like staring at the bike, mostly because they're like, oh man, I haven't seen a Sportster like that since I was a young kid. Let's cut across here. Boom, boom, boom. Avoid the traffic. Yeah, this thing is legit. Super pumped to work on it. A couple of things that I want to do right away, you know, past this first ride, is really start to examine what needs to get worked on. If you don't know, or you haven't watched some of my earlier videos, I bought this bike as a project bike. I'm gonna strip it all the way down, pretty much to the frame. Gonna pull the engine out, and I'm gonna make this a chopper. So I'm gonna hardtail this. I haven't decided on what kit. I definitely want to learn how to maybe do some welds, and also some painting. I want to put the engine back, but I want to clean it up. I want to maybe paint the cylinders to the black that they once were. It's kind of peeling and flaking, so I want to make sure that I can actually get that back to maybe black. The trans and the rocker box covers will probably stay the kind of chrome aluminum finish, and then probably gonna do a full rebuild on the front end, maybe do 6 over or 8 over, and do some T-bar handlebars. I think I can't quite decide yet. And then yeah, maybe get the paint on the tins similar or matching with a new gas tank. So I don't think I'm gonna run this gas tank. I think I want to do a Wassel tank. So I might do that, and then yeah, ideally I have this project kind of wrapped up before spring and summer of next year, so that I can hop around town and rip it down to a couple of shows around the area. The One Moto is down in Portland. That would be an ideal trip to take this bike all the way down. That's kind of spring, summertime. If they run it again, I'm not sure what their plan is, but yeah, that is kind of the goal for this project and this bike. we'll see how that all goes. I really appreciate everyone tuning in to watch and to experience kind of this journey with me for the first time. I'm no skilled mechanic by any means. I'm kind of just learning as I go, and kind of just teaching myself and kind of getting information from others. So yeah, it should be fun, should be cool. Learning a lot already. Gas station pit stop, get some gas, BRB. I should probably cut the gas since again, I don't know, do I need to? Is it gonna just spew out if I don't? I'm doing mid-grade because I don't know if it needs premium or regular. Sick. No receipt because it failed, because it's probably an old machine. Okay, my assumption is I don't need to pull the choke out at this point. Okay, let's see. Boom. Oh, this guy's blocking for me. Perfect. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, well, that's my first impression on this bike. First actual rip on the highway and taking it past just the neighborhood. This thing is pretty sick. I love it. It's cool. I'm a little bummed it's not an 89, but I'll get over it. I got a baby here, so I gotta shut the engine off. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I give you a little bit of an insight into what I'm doing with this bike and what I hope to accomplish. It's all fueled up for the next ride. Let's see if I can get into neutral. Actually, I should have. Oh, that was easy. Did you see that? Everyone see that? Damn, that was like butter. Okay, nice. Wow, I'm impressed. I definitely want to clean this bike up, so I might do a wash. Yeah, this thing rips. Super pumped.